time for bed. Well, hello there, Mr. Squeaky Bear. Oh, let's get our little night mask on.
The next day, the news that Jesus was on the way to Jerusalem swept through the city. A huge crowd of Passover visitors took palm branches and went down the road to meet him. They shouted, "Praise God! Bless the one who comes in the name of the Lord. Hail to the King of Israel." Jesus found a young donkey and sat on it, fulfilling the prophecy that said, "Don't be afraid, people of Israel. Look, your king is coming, sitting on a donkey's colt." His disciples didn't realize at the time that this was a fulfillment of the prophecy.
Tell me what we're doing out here waving all this shrubbery.
Beats the dickens out of me. I just saw all these people out waving branches for some dude who was coming into town, so I joined them. He must be a pretty important person to get welcomed like this.
I can't help but overhear your conversation. We are waving these palm branches in honor of Jesus. Many people say he's a prophet.
A prophet? And he's coming to Jerusalem? I don't think the Pharisees are gonna like this.
My heavens, you're right. They don't really like prophets in Jerusalem. I heard that the last prophet that came into town was crucified, and anyone that was even seen with him was punished pretty bad.
Wow, I never thought of that. You're both right.
Let's get out of here before we're seen with him.
Wait for me!
So, who is this Jesus guy again?
So many people say he's from Nazareth and that he's a prophet.
Oh, he comes from Nazareth and we're praising and honoring him? What good ever came out of Nazareth?
Oh, come on. Open up your mind a little bit, will ya?
No, maybe she's right. Maybe we're making fools of ourselves standing out here waving these branches. No Nazarites I know are any good at all. Besides, look at him. He's coming into town riding a little donkey. How special can he be?
Yeah, if he were someone special, he'd be coming into town on a big black stallion, not a dumb, stubborn animal.
But some say he's the Messiah.
The Messiah? Do the Pharisees know about him?
What does that matter?
I'll tell you. You have someone who claims to be the Messiah coming into Jerusalem, and you have a recipe for one thing, crucifixion, and that goes for all of his followers as well. I'm getting out of here.
Maybe he's right. I never thought about that.
Darn right. He is right. Let's go.
Honey, did you hear about what the last group of people were talking about? They were talking about this guy that might get crucified. We should go. I don't want to be anywhere around them if this is true.
Oh, don't go getting your skirt in a bunch. That's nonsense. This is the Messiah we're talking about. Why wouldn't the Pharisees be excited about this? This is who the prophets foretold would come to us.
Well, I'll tell you why. They don't like him because they're stuck up, self-righteous, holier-than-thou men who might get scared of someone moving in on their turf.
Turf? What are you talking about?
Well, think about it. If he is the Messiah and he has come to save us then this means he'll be preaching a message about change. He will be starting new ideas, radical ideas.
Yeah, so?
Well, the Pharisees don't like new radical ideas. They like the old ways of living, where we have to look to them for spiritual guidance and not to think or believe on our own. They won't like it if they are not as important anymore. It is a whole chauvinistic thing.
Well, I suppose you're right. That may ruffle the robes a little.
A little? They might actually crucify him. I don't want to think about it, what they might do to us.
You're right. Let's go, now.
I can't believe it. Here comes the Messiah to my hometown.
Why is this so exciting?
Because people say he perform miracles. You make the blind see, the lame walk, and I heard he rose someone from the dead.
I don't believe that for 1 minute.
Me neither. I mean, someone who can do all that wouldn't look like they just got out of a woodwork shop. They would be dressed in the nicest robes, riding a beautiful horse. That is what the Messiah looks like.
And you know what the Messiah looks like?
Yes, I would.
You wouldn't know what the Messiah would look like. If he came right up to you and spit in the sand and rubbed it in your eyes. No, seriously, people say that he can really perform miracles.
Have you seen him perform miracles?
Not personally, but...
Well, how can you know for sure then if you haven't seen him?
I have faith.
Well, sorry, but seeing is believing for me. I can't go on faith alone.
What if he isn't the Messiah? If he claims to be the Messiah but isn't, he would be considered a false prophet.
So?
You know what they do to false prophets.
No, what?
They kill them and everyone who follows them.
They might think that we are followers because we are out here waving him, welcoming him.
We should go.
You coming?
Of course, I don't want to die.
Prophet. Rebel. Messiah. Radical. Sounds like my kind of guy.